So now I'm going to check the batteries. I'm only going to do one for the video, but it's just the same for the other battery as it is for this. I've got a vent cap here that goes to the outside, so I remove the hose. Makes it a lot easier just to manage the cover. The hose is so stiff. And that's it for the cover. Whatever you do, make sure that you don't touch the other terminal with your wrench, or you will create a spark. So I always disconnect the negative side first. And again, you don't want to touch the other terminal as you're taking off the other positive side. That's all it is for me to take off. Disconnect one battery now. I just have to lift it out of here. Okay, let's go and do the shop. Now that I got my battery out of the trailer, there's several things that I'm going to check. One, I'm going to check the water level in each cell. Then I'm going to take my test meter here. I'm going to check the voltage, and I'm also going to check the load, put a load on it. Then I'm also going to do a hydrometer test to check the specific gravity of each cell. If by chance I need to add water to it, I will be using this. It's distilled water. But safety first. Put on some safety glasses so you don't get any splash of a lead acid on your face or eyes. Be very careful. What I'm looking for is for the battery, the water level in the battery to be about a quarter inch from the top of the battery here. So if I can give you a better look of what I'm seeing. Hopefully you can see the battery water level there. And they all seem to be in real good shape. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to test the voltage of the battery. I'm going to go ahead and put these caps back on just because I don't want any battery spillage. Okay. What I have here is a 100 amp battery load and charging system tester that I got from Harbor Freight. It tests both 6 volt and 12 volt. And that's what the dial looks like. One thing that you really want to be cautious about is this surface area gets really hot. So when you do the load test, you only want to hold the button down for about 5 seconds, no longer than 5 seconds. This will get extremely hot, and make sure it's cooled down before you put it away. Black to negative, red to positive. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Okay, I'm getting just shy, probably about 12.75 volts is about what I'm reading here. Okay, now I'm going to do the load test. And again, you're only going to push this button for about 5 seconds, no longer. And we're going to watch the dial and see where it goes. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. So I'm definitely on the weak side of the battery for the load. Probably down to 9.25 volts. That's not good. So let me go ahead and do a hydrometer test for the specific gravity and see if I can find a cell that might be bad, or maybe I just need to do a recharge. Okay, this is my hydrometer. It reads the specific gravities. I don't know if you can see it, but the green says good, the white is fair, and the red says recharge. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in again so hopefully you can see there's a bubble shape. What you do is like a turkey baster. Stick the hose down into the cell, squeeze it. Okay, that one is good. About 1275. That one is also green, in the green, and it also reads, actually that one reads about 13. That one's in the green and it reads about 1275. That one's in the green and it reads 1300. That one's a little dirty. I don't know why the water or the fluid's so dirty on that one. That one's a little strange, but it's reading good. It's reading at 13. There you go. That one is reading between 1275 and 1300. But it's also in the green. They all look good. I don't know why the load check said it was weak on 9.25 volts. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a charge on it and do another reading on it and see what it comes up to. So I'm going to shut off for now and then I'll come back after I do the charge. Okay, well I've had my battery on the charger for a couple of hours now, and the green light down here shows that it's fully charged. So let's see how it is. My voltmeter here. Zoom in on that so you can see. Red positive. 13.46 volts. Good, fully charged. So let's try a load test on it again. Now this battery is about 3 years old. and it's 565 cold cranking amps, so it's not a real strong battery. I wish it was a little bit more powerful. Again, red to positive, and you want to hook up the positive first and black to negative. And that says 13 volts there. Okay, so in theory, the 12 volts here, that's 200 amps, 400 amps, 600 amps, 800 amps, 1000 amps, and those are cold cranking amps. So at 565, my battery, when I put a load on it, should be between the 400 and the 600. Okay, so here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, I'm way below the 200 amps that are showing there. So obviously this battery is doesn't have a long life, so I'll probably end up having to replace it before too long. That's always a good check. It's climbed back up to about 12.5 volts. Let's check the voltage again with the meter. Yep, let me zoom in. Was 13.46. It is now 12.9. So I did lose some voltage with that. So I definitely need to watch this battery. It's probably on its last leg. But that's what I do with my batteries. I have the other one to check, but I do the same thing with it, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't have any problems just due to the fact it's a much newer battery. I got it last year, so it's in good shape. Anyway, that's it for testing the batteries. So that's just some of the things that I do prior to a trip. It depends on the size of the trip. If we're going to go a few hundred miles, then I'll only do like what I just showed you. Or if I'm going to be doing 1,000 miles or more, then I'll get into a little bit deeper. I will usually jack up the trailer, take the wheels off, clean, inspect, and relubricate the wheel bearings, replace the seals. I will also check the drum and the brake shoes and adjust if needed, and just to make sure everything's in good shape going down the road for that many miles. But other than that, that's basically what we do. I may have a little adjustments to that procedure, maybe not do so much on some and more than what I've done, but that's basically it. But I want to thank you for watching, and let me know what you think, and have a great day.